to this channel. My name is Ukobo Akwan. I am the rich son of a classroom teacher and I am your small business doctor. Here in this channel, I talk about small businesses and things that small businesses can do to grow. Basically, my target is not the big businesses. My target is I'm targeting people who are just starting out, people who started out like me, people who are starting out like me. And the reason why I can authoritatively say most of the things I'm saying here in this channel is because I also started very small and then I'm also growing in the process. So this is you learning with me in my process of growth. You're also learning from what I've done to be able to scale. First off, if you check this channel, you notice there was a point where I was even making videos just to look for someone to finance my small business. Now, that was still at the growth phase of my business. It was at a point where I was still trying to grow my business. But at this point, I've grown it to some extent. So today, I am going to talk to you about a very important thing and a very important topic, which is most times overlooked by most small businesses, which is the power of saying no. The power of saying no. You know, as a small business and as a person just starting out in business, you need to learn how to acquire the uncomfortable skill of saying no to people. Sometimes you just have to say no because once you start business, there are certain things I've noticed. A lot of people will approach you with some things that you know you can naturally not do. They'll approach you to borrow money. They approach you to bring deals that are not so favorable to you. And you need to learn how to say no. When I was just starting out in business, during my early days in business, there were times when people bought deals that were absolutely bad. Like they were bad. At the end of the day, if I did such deals, I'll end up having nothing for myself. I remember in one of those occasions, I did a painting job with a friend and we bargained for an amount that was so tiny that at some point my friend had to run away and leave me with the painting job. I did the whole painting myself. I painted one full beer parlor. Like it's not like a full sit out where people get to sit to drink. I painted it morning and night, morning and night. I saw hell painting that building, and the amount was still very tiny. I think we bargained for less than 25,000 naira, and this was my transport inclusive and everything. So we did that job. It was very hectic because I didn't know how to say no and I didn't know how to bargain. And at some point, I was too emotional about the decisions I was making in business. So if you're just starting out, you need to learn how to say no. So many people will approach you once you're starting business. So many people will approach you. I mean, they will never approach you when you are still at your what's that? Okay. They'll never approach you when you're still at your very low moment. But when they see your business starting to kick up or starting to pick up, they will approach you. They will get to bring deals. They'll get to bring, come and join this, invite you to do this. And some people may even trick you into coming to take loans. Yeah, don't take their loan. Tell them no. Some people will trick you and tell you they want to borrow money. Tell them no. Simply say no. If Ukubon is saying that I'm going to do this, I should be able to do it with my full chest, with my conviction that what I'm doing is right. But if I see that this thing is going to be a pain in a thorn in my skin in the long run, I should learn how to say no. So as a small business owner, as someone who is just starting out in business, learn how to say no. Some forms of saying no may be in the form of delayed gratification. You may want to just take that job. You know the job is not good. You know the pay is not going to be what it's not going to be. In fact, the reason why most people in small businesses run away from some job, someone gets a job from you and is unable to complete it, is probably because they had undercharged and they were unable to say no because they attached emotions to it. And at the end of the day, they maybe can't finish up the job and they can't deliver. They'll have to run away from it or leave it halfway. So learn how to say no. When should you learn how to say no? It will start from you. Learn how to say the internal no. I'll start from the internal no. You have to say no to unhealthy diets. You have to learn how to say no to alcohol. You have to learn how to say no to bad company. You have to learn how to say no to so many things. You have to learn how to say no to even wrong doctrines in your church. Yes, you have to learn how to say no. Your internal no is stronger than the external no. Now let's get to the external no. How do you say no externally? The external no comes from the no you are saying to people bringing ideas that will have you to go and do it. That's the external no. The external no may be the no you're saying, no, I'm not going to do this. No, I have my standards. No, I can't cut corners. No, I can't do this. I remember most people hated me so much during the early days of my business because they would bring deals and I'll be like, ma'am or sir, I have looked at this business. I've looked at what you've brought to me. I've looked at the offer you've made. But if I should start this, I have to cut corners in order to meet up with whatsoever you're looking for. And if this thing I'm producing, if this thing I'm giving you, if this service I'm offering, or if this thing I'm going to sell to you is going to get spoiled on the way, you come back to blame me that I did the wrong thing. You come back to blame me that my services are bad. So I simply said no. If it is not worth it, it is better to say no. It is better to resist the urge of immediate gratification. Yes, you are going to stay hungry some days, but you have to learn how to say no. You have to learn how to say no to family members. No be every family meeting you go dey attend. As a small business owner, as someone who is just starting out, you have to learn how to say no. Corpers, corpers, corpers. Let me hit you this one on the head. Most of you have the bad habit of spending all your allowance and then calling home for help. Learn how to say no to spending all your allowance. You should learn how to live within your means. You should learn how to live below your means, not within your means. Because if you stay within your means, maybe if you are earning like 20,000 naira, you want to spend like 20,000 because you are now worth 20,000 according to you. But have you considered that if you're earning 20,000 and you are living below the 20,000, let's say you are living at maybe 12 or even 10,000, you have enough to save and you never have to borrow. You never have to beg. I have a brother that is always constantly coming to borrow money, my own brother. And I discovered that he has a lifestyle that is above what he's currently earning. I have advised him severally that he should cut down on his expenses. He should learn how to live within his means. He should learn how to pre-budget. Make your money get name. If you must say the right type of no, I said it must start with the internal no. Give your money a name so that you'll be able to say no to every urge to buy things to buy things impulsively. If you start planning your money from when you don't even have it, you'll be able to say no to the urge of impulsive buying. Give your money a name. Money wey get name no dey miss road. Honestly, money wey get name no dey miss road. I bought my first camera when I was still a copper. And when I was still a copper, I did so many things. Because I knew I learned the skill of photography before I went for NYSC. So I had to go and link up with other photographers. I did jobs with them. There were some jobs they will get and they can't go there themselves. I was going there, I was shooting. So many people even thought I was a part of that community. They didn't even know I was a copper because I moved from event to event. I was doing the paparazzi, doing everything just to make ends meet. At the end of the day, I was able to save my NYSC allowance and come back to Uyo, where my hometown is, to rent an apartment that was comfortable. Yes, it could not buy me a mattress. I lived there. I still lived in that apartment and got so many things. I bought almost all my studio equipment living in that apartment that I rented from the small savings I made from my NYSC. So learn how to say no to impulsive buying. I must tell you the truth. When I bought my first camera, it was less than 130,000. In fact, it was just 1,000 less out of 130,000. I bought my first camera and my reflector. I paid for it. And it was brought down to me. With that small camera, I was able to hustle and add so many things. But when I bought that camera, I was still using a small Techno phone. I don't even know where that phone is. I still have it up to today. I was still using a small Techno phone. And there were so many flashy phones around. As a matter of fact, my neighbor got a phone that was worth over 250,000. But where is that phone today? Where is that 250,000 naira phone today? That phone is long gone and nobody will even buy it for 30,000 currently. But if I want to sell the camera I bought for less than 130,000, then I can still sell it up to 200,000 presently. And with that small camera that I said no to buying phone at the wrong time, I have been able to go to different places, meet people, and even employed someone. I employed my first staff using that same camera. So you need to understand that you have to say no to several decisions. There are decisions that will look colorful at the start, but they will hurt you in the long run. Learn how to say no. Say no to impulsive decisions, impulsive buying, especially. Girls, say no to wig. Say no to wig. Learn how to say no to wig. No put wig on top head wey no get sense. Learn how to say no. Most of the girls are selling things on WhatsApp status. Fine, you could actually also do that. But learn how to resist being that person that is always going to people's WhatsApp status to screenshot. You screenshot and save and ask for price. The next morning that comes to your mind, boom, wig. Next morning that comes to your mind, boom, shoes. Next morning that comes to your mind, boom. You buy a whole lot of things you don't need. Learn how to say no. I said the no starts with you internally. You have to learn how to say your internal no. No to the urges within, then the urges outside will automatically take care of itself. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say no to ashebi. No be every marriage planning committee where they put your name, you go there attend. Yeah, if you put my name for marriage planning committee when I no get money, I know they come. I no go carry my business money, come join your marriage planning committee. I remember when I just started a business, I was just starting out in my business. Every month I barely had 20,000 naira savings every month. In fact, some months were so bad that I could barely save 5,000. And then they added me to a marriage planning committee. Me, marriage plan. I know they come. I didn't show up. Trust me. I didn't show up for that. I know they must have taken offense that I didn't show up for their marriage planning committee. But within me, I knew I had to say that no because it was the strategy for me to survive at that point. If you're a small business just starting up, learn how to say no. Learn how to reject some invitations. Some people will invite you, give you card to come to something. Reject it. If you see that you have to pay your transport down there, do everything down there. Why not? If you have to pay your transport down there, join the ashebi, buy clothes, buy this. Keep that money. If you are supposed to buy the ashebi for 20,000, and maybe you have the 20,000, fine. But I would say, as a small business, don't give out your 20,000 to buy ashebi. After that event, what next? As a guy, after that drinking spree where you buy beer, buy this, dorime, what next? You go back to suffer. You go back to rely on other people. You go back to tax. We beg too much in this country. People have entitlement mentality. You see a lot of people, a lot of adults believing that their parents' money should be their money, believing that their parents should be feeding them. You are 20, you are 22, you are 23, you are 24, you are 25, and you can't do anything productive. The old money wey dem dey give you, wetin you use am do? Learn how to say no. Currently, it's a period where people in our country, where so many people are having this phone craze, where the phone marketers are bringing different marketing gimmicks, and they are selling phones to people. People keep buying phones they don't need, phones that are maybe just they have because the phone has one camera here. You decide, okay, I'm just going to buy that one because it has one camera. Oh, the next one is that and it has two cameras instead of one. The next one is that they change the position of the camera like this. Come on. Who are you deceiving? Live up to your reality and say no. Resist the urge of buying that phone now. Invest that money in something else. If you are doing small business, you have no business buying phone every time. Buy a functional phone and it will work. As a matter of fact, what I'm using here to make this video is just a functional phone. I'm not so interested in very big phones. It's just a small Infinix that I'm using, and I made sure that I get a better lighting. Look at it. If I cover this light, you notice that the phone is not so good. I got a better lighting, and I'm making the videos with it. I'm sharing the experience that I have so that you can learn from it. Say no to the people who will come to your business premises and turn it into something else. As a man, say no to things where they under skirts. Learn how to say no. Your pium will not kill you if you say no. You heard me. I'm also a young person. I'm charming and attractive, of course. Girls will like me. I mean, now that I have small change, they will like me. Not that I'm rich, they'll like me. I mean, even if I don't have so much money and I'm dressing fine and I'm not investing in business and investing in just wearing clothes, they'll still like me. But learn how to resist the urge of spending money on women. It is not an investment to spend on women. Yes, it is not an investment to spend on women. Learn how to resist that urge of spending on women. Learn how to resist the urge of making unnecessary donations in church. Learn how to say no. This brother is saying, I'll donate on behalf of me and my family. They do this nonsense. They wear the nonsense agbada, the 20 naira agbada they wear with nothing in their accounts. with nothing, with no hope for their family to eat the next day, with no real estate investment, with no real business, with just their civil servant money. On behalf of me and my family, we're donating the sum of 300,000. And you, as a small business owner, you are going to also make donation. Eh, are you sure you are going to survive it? Learn how to say no. Resist the temptation of falling into people luring you into something you won't do. Also learn how to say no to contributions. Some contribution where you know say you no go fit, no join am. If you know you are not worth up to 50,000 daily, do not join a contribution of 20,000 daily. You will not make it. Learn how to say no to bad contributions. Now, contribution is good, but I said if you are just starting out a business, in your first 2 business years of business, I've always advised do not join any contribution. Learn how to save, have enough cash flow always available, because these are the periods of extreme uncertainties. You can't be sure of so much. Be in that business and understand the business throughout the seasons before you go into any contribution. However, contributions are good. I currently do it because I can afford to do it at this moment. But a few years back, or maybe even last year, I probably wasn't able to do the level at the level I'm doing now. So I'm advising, if you're just starting out in business, learn the simple trick of saying no. And that will be the difference between you being successful as a small business and the other person who is failing. My name is Uko Mwakwan. I am the rich son of a classroom teacher. I teach from my experiences and I do it practically because I am still growing in business. I advise you based on the experience I've had and how I've been able to scale so fast in business. So I am not a very rich person, I must tell you, but I have the sense of a rich man. I have been I've been exposed to experiences that has trained me over the years through small businesses. Okay. So I think I'm in a better position to tell you about small businesses than people who just wake up and call themselves consultants and have never done businesses before. They've never done a small business before, or maybe they are civil servants. And I'm not a politician. I'm not earning money from politics. All what I earn is from my small business. So I can tell you vividly that small business is the future of Africa. My name is Ukomo Akpan. I'm the return of a classroom teacher, and I am your small business doctor. Like and subscribe to this channel. Share it. If you know my business premises, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend to come and patronize me, and I'll make you feel right at home. Before you go, like, like, subscribe, share. Thank you.